Dear students, I welcome all of you in the another session of Traffic Engineering and Management. So we have been discussing about the eighth module, that is traffic system management. Up till now we have learned that what is the importance of traffic system management, why do we need to learn that, what are the objectives, and we had done number of things in the last session. So I welcome all of you in today's session. And in this session also, we will be resuming the things which are remaining from the module of traffic system management. See, what we are going to cover is we are going to cover the second part of this particular module, that is traffic system management part 2. We should know that what are the objectives behind establishing the traffic system management. So the first objective is to reduce the traffic congestion. In the last session, we learned that traffic system management is the combination of small measures. It is the package of small measures in which high amount of cost is not there, it is eliminated, and it aims to reduce the traffic and improve the efficiency of the existing conditions. So that is what traffic system management is all about. So first objective is about the reduction of traffic. Traffic system management is done to reduce the traffic congestion, then to conserve the energy and reduce the emission. That means to save the energy and reduce the emission. Then to boost the urban liability. Liability means to improve the living standard of people in terms of transportation, then to solve parking problems, enhance the community safety, making alternative transportation more affordable, because if people will be focused towards the public transport instead of private transport, that will be very affordable to the country also, to the people also, to the residents also, to the habitants also. So traffic system management aims to make various kind of transportation alternative more available. Now, there are certain commonly adopted techniques if you want to adopt the transportation system management. There are certain techniques, such as first technique is about the carpooling and other ride sharing programs. See, if we motivate people to join, to adopt the carpooling system or other ride sharing options such as Uber pool or some kind of things, then that will reduce the total number of private vehicle usage, and that will reduce the traffic on the streets. So the first technique is about carpooling and other ride sharing options. Then we can provide peripheral parking system. We learned in the parking system that on street, off street, and peripheral. We learned that peripheral is the one in which the parking is provided in the periphery and people have to walk to the particular places so that there will be minimum traffic congestion on the particular CBD area. Then we can provide chartered buses for the workplaces. You might have observed that many institutes are having their own institutional buses that carry their employees from one place to another, and due to that, see, if 52 passengers are there, 52 employees are there, and they are using this chartered bus, that means institutional bus, then 52 private vehicle consumption will be reduced. So you can remember, you can just predict that how big contribution you can make. Then, as the government nowadays is thinking to stagger the office hours and reduce the office hours, but here it is not about reduction of the office hours, but it is about flexible timing of the work, so that it will not happen that only 9 to 11 and 5 to 7 will have very high traffic. The traffic will be distributed, and these peak hours will not face the issues that it has been facing since many years due to the working hours. Then the provision of internal shuttle services in form of buses auto rickshaw should be provided in the CBD area, because the CBD is the heart of the particular city in terms of activities, because major activities take place in the particular CBD. So internal shuttle services should be there. Parking should be restrained at certain locations. Then the pricing of the road also affect, and entry fee should be provided at certain places so that people will avoid visiting certain places. They will avoid if it is not that much necessary to visit that place. Then we should prioritize movement in the bus during the traffic, so that majority of public transportation will be used, the higher amount of private transport will be reduced. And we should restrict the entry of trucks and tempos during the daytime in the city, because it can cause accidents also, it can cause traffic also. So these are certain adopted technologies: carpooling, peripheral parking system, chartered buses, flexible working hours, internal shuttle services for CBD, parking restraint, road pricing, entry fee, priority buses in traffic, and restriction of entry of the bus trucks in the particular daytime. Let us learn about the causes of traffic problem. See, the enormous means huge traffic problems of Indian metropolitan cities, can be attributed as. The first issue is due to the lack of efficient public transport, because the public transportation is not efficiently provided apart from the various states such as Delhi, Mumbai, Gujarat, Bangalore, and many few states, 4 5 states are there. But there are a higher number of states where efficient public transport is very lacking, and due to that, people use the private mode, their own vehicles, to move from one place to another. So this is the first point. Second is the rise in usage of private vehicle. Due to rise living standard, people feel that adopting the particular car or going in personal vehicle shows higher living of standard, but it is not like that. So second is the rise in usage of private vehicles. Third is high congestion at the CBD, because if particular person is crossing this area to this area and this is the CBD, then he or she will have to cross from this place, and this will create congestion at this CBD. Fourth is about the limited parking due to restricted space. So we should increase the various kind of off-street parking such as multi-level and paid parking, so that this space issue can be resolved. Ideal requirement of the traffic is 17 percentage, but existing it is 8 percentage. See, this shows that what is the scenario. Then we know that different authorities for different work, such as maintenance of the roads, is carried by municipal corporation. Road development is carried out by urban development authorities such as ODA or GUDA. Traffic police is there for the traffic regulation. Transport corporation for the public transport. So what does it indicate? That apart from this, there should be a unified agency or authority, so that everything that we have discussed over here are in harmony. And the seventh is about the lack of awareness of the traffic rules and regulations. We have learned that we have to provide enforcement measures and educational measures in order to increase the awareness. Let us discuss about the strategic management solutions to the traffic problem. In order to overcome these issues, we can integrate the land use and transportation planning. What we can do is, these are the solutions. Means all the new layouts that are formed in the outskirts, such as Shela or Bhopal, should have the minimum 20% area for transportation and traffic purpose. And the zoning regulations should not be relaxed, because if this is not provided, then it will cause danger to the problems and misuse of land. Then second, what we can do, we can provide the system through which the priority to the use of public transport is improved, because the public transport is more sustainable, it consumes less space, it causes less pollution per passenger kilometer than any of the personal vehicles. Then there should be unified traffic management authority. I have already mentioned that having a unified, that means single traffic management authority, will help us to coordinate different function of the different agencies, and it will also enable to incorporate the programs and prepare integrated transport development plan. Then we should provide parking management, because the value of land should be considered when we are determining the particular parking space. Then there should be encouraged to move non-motorized transport. Non-motorized transport means if people are using EV vehicle, if they are using cycle, bicycles. So that should be encouraged because it is very environment friendly. Then the sixth is about the effective utilization of the alternate road, because number of times it happens that if this is the place and this is the place and one wants to go from this to this, he will only use this place, the road. This road will not be used. This road will not be used. So in larger city, there is a need to ensure the optimal utilization of the entire network and the streets. Then pedestrian facility should be provided, because we know that 20 to 30% of the kilometers are pedestrian. So in order to reduce the accident, we should improve the facility. We can provide intelligent traffic system, we can provide traffic regulatory measures, and we can provide staggered working hours or flexible working hours. This was all about the session of traffic system management, friends. Thank you so much.